Hey guys, Traz95 here, bringing you a brand new RuneScape video. There's going to be a bit of a jump between the end of last episode and the beginning of this episode because some of the files got corrupted and I have no way of getting them back. So I'm actually recording this at the end of all the clips you're about to see were recorded before this, so that's why there's a big jump in the cash stack here. I've not actually touched it or anything, but this has been recorded at the end. Okay, I'm back from the gym and that's sold. These still aren't really selling, so I'm just going to take them out and put them in for 2,600. Yeah, 2,600. That's still a 45 GP profit. That's only about 90k profit from that flip, but still doesn't really matter. Yeah, there we go. Sold instantly for slightly more actually. So if we examine this after like 10 minutes of the GE. 11.98, so yeah, that's nearly 2 mil in like 12 minutes, just under 12 minutes of the timer now, just under 12 minutes of flipping, and made nearly 2 mil. Like, this is the best money making method in the game. There's no bosses you can kill and get any better money per hour than this. You should always be flipping between Slayer tasks, between boss trips. It takes 2 minutes to find an item, put the offer in, and then just go do your task, do your trip, go skilling even or whatever, and then when you're done, come back to the bank, come back to the GE, and you've made a lot of money. It's just crazy money per hour. So I think that'll be it for episode 1 of this series that I'm going to do, 10 mil to 100 mil. I will see you guys next time. Okay, the Blue Dragon's not selling, that's not really buying, but everything else is doing good. So let's hit those glories. How much are the glories going for? Just let me check, sorry. Glory 11630, okay. Yeah. If anything has a buy limit of 10 or under, unless the item is worth 75,000 plus, don't bother with it. And if an item has a buy limit of 100, if it's worth under 10,000, don't bother with it, because the margins on it are not going to be big enough for you to justify making that, taking time and investing money in it. You can make a lot more money just investing in something with a higher buy limit or a better margin on it, to be honest. I'll drop these down a little bit. I got 2,630. Yeah, I've actually only been flipping for about 10 minutes and I'm over 1.5 mil up. So if I was doing this for an hour, I would be like 9 mil, which is insane considering I started with just a 10 mil cash stack. But anyway, I'm going to go to the gym now and then I'll check it when I get back. Okay, the Blue Dragon's not selling, that's not really buying, but everything else is doing good. So let's hit those glories. How much are the glories going for? Just let me check, sorry. Glory 11630, okay. Yeah. If anything has a buy limit of 10 or under, unless the item is worth 75,000 plus, don't bother with it. And if an item has a buy limit of 100, if it's worth under 10,000, don't bother with it, because the margins on it are not going to be big enough for you to justify making that, taking time and investing money in it. You can make a lot more money just investing in something with a higher buy limit or a better margin on it, to be honest. I'll drop these down a little bit. I got 2,630. Yeah, I've actually only been flipping for about 10 minutes and I'm over 1.5 mil up. So if I was doing this for an hour, I would be like 9 mil, which is insane considering I started with just a 10 mil cash stack. But anyway, I'm going to go to the gym now and then I'll check it when I get back. So I've just had dinner. I've been gone like 10 minutes, 15 minutes I'd say. I'd already had it cooked, so I just had to eat it. It was just a pizza, so it didn't take long. They're done. They're done. And yeah, I'll just take that out. Okay, how much were these Sourdough brews? 999. 999. Onyx things in this price range, the 5 to 10k price range, like Onyx bolts and runite limbs, they are actually generally very good flips. Runite limbs, unfortunately, have a buy limit of 100, but they do tend to have a margin of 1 to 1.5k. So if you've got this low amount of money, they can be very profitable to flip. Onyx bolts, there we go. 7,420. Okay, so all the big items sold. Let's just get all the money out of here. And it doesn't matter that these didn't all buy because I actually bought them for way below alc price, so I'm just going to actually alc those for profit. And I'll just drop the price of these. How much did I buy them for? Runite limbs. Oh, I could sell them for 9,150. Nope, wrong one. So if we examine my money pouch there, that's 11.6, 12.2, and then the alc price of these. So I'm going to alc these and then we'll come back to see how much money I've got. So I alced all the rune hatchets and they actually alced for 700 GP profit each, so that was a shit ton of profit. I have no idea exactly how much it was, and let's just examine that. So total for this episode so far, 12.6 mil so far. I'm going away for 3 days, so I'm not going to be put any offers in for flipping. I might put some in for alchables so I can alch when I come back, but yeah, I'm not going to flip for the next few days, so there might be a bit of a break. Look at this, right? 50k margins on Royal Bot Stabilizers. That's over 50% profit on Royal Bot Stabilizers. That's absolutely insane. I don't think I've ever seen something with such a good margin before. That's ridiculous. Prices are still all over the place because of the God Wars Dungeon 2. And it's times like these that honestly, flipping is the best as long as you know what items to flip. Go to the bosses themselves, see what they drop, and then don't flip those items because the prices for those will be crashing, but the prices for supplies and items that people will use there and other bosses such as food, potions, weapons, those prices will generally skyrocket, and when something's skyrocketing, that is the best price, that best time to flip. You'll make crazy amounts of money. If you're flipping and you see an item that has a very rounded whole number, like there, the Dragon Hatchets are selling for exactly a mil, it means that someone is probably flipping them as well. Like, those numbers never actually really generally occur just by chance in the GE. It probably means someone else is flipping them. You can still flip, but it's probably best not to because they'll be messing with the prices up and down a bit. Like I still do in this clip because the margins weren't amazing anyway, so it wasn't a massive risk. So, but if there's a really high margin, it's up to you whether you want to take the risk. But just be aware that there is a lot higher risk in this case because someone else may change their price and completely undercut you. I'm going to try and vary the items I actually flip as much as possible. It is going to be hard, but I'll try my best. There is stuff that I'm going to be flipping for pretty much every episode, such as the Ascension Keys, and after this video I've discovered it, the Royal Crossbow pieces. And if you find good items that have good margins on and consistent good margins, just stick to them. It's a great way to make some very, very good and fast and really easy money, to be honest. Saves you having to go around on the GE looking for great margins. Okay, I think I'm going to leave it there for this episode, guys. I didn't quite realise how much footage I'd actually recorded for this because there was a 5-day gap in the middle while I went away. But yeah, I found a 10 GP margin on Bright Energies, which is really good considering they have a buy limit of 25,000. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I've been Taraz95. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. See you around.